Hi there, guys. This is the problem set for lesson 23. And again, I'm using one of the slide decks from Mrs. Bruning down at Jefferson. And she likes to just pop in the answers, and that's great. But I like to give a little bit of video to help, like how did we get that answer? So I'm going to enlarge this just a little bit, and hopefully there's some workspace here. So the first problem, and it looks like, it kind of has it set up. Who walks at a faster rate? Someone who walks, and it says 60 feet per 10 seconds. This is the first part right here. Whoops, let me put that. Just getting, okay. So we've got that right here. Okay, and then, so what they did is they have the 60, and they're dividing that by 10. So they have, I'm going to do it right over here, 60, and they're dividing by 10. So 10 times 6 is going to give me my 60. So then we've got the 6, and then we also have that feet and the seconds carry over. So we've got that converted. Then we go down and we've got the other person with 42 feet and 6 seconds. So let's see, that's 42. So the numerator gets divided by the denominator. 42 dividing by 6. So I'm looking over here, 42 divided by 6. I know that's 7. My label was feet over seconds. So when we compare those two, I'm now looking at if I can go 7 feet in a second rather than 6 feet, yeah, this is definitely faster. Okay, second problem. Who walks at a faster rate? Someone who walks 60 feet in 10 seconds or someone who takes 5 seconds to walk 25 feet. They did a little switcheroo. But anyway, so 60 over 10, and the feet and the seconds is 6 feet per second. So we've got that. That reminds me of the first part of the problem 1. And then here's the 25 feet over 5 seconds, which is the time it takes, and that's going to give me 5 feet per second. Okay, so which is faster to cover in a second, 6 feet or 5 feet? This is what they're telling me is fastest. Got it. Okay, so then I drop down to problem 3, and it says which parachute has a slower descent? So which one is going to fall to earth slower? A red parachute that falls 10 feet every 4 seconds. So they've got it set up for red. And then the blue one falls at a rate of 12 feet for every 6 seconds. Okay. So when I do my division, I've got my 10 and I'm dividing by my 4. This one I have my 12 and I'm dividing by my 6. This is the numerator divided by the denominator. And I get 2 feet per second, and this is 2.5 feet per second. So this is a slower, not by much, but a slower rate. Because they said which has the slower descent. Sometimes I have to do all my math and I go back, I reread the question to figure out, now what they asked me to do? Okay, problem 4 says, during the winter 2012-2013, Buffalo, New York received 22 inches of snow in 12 hours. And then Oswego, New York, it was at 31 inches over a 15-hour period. That reminds me of some of our winters. We've had a whole dump of snow. Which city had a heavier, so which had the most snowfall? And then round, it says to the nearest hundredth. Okay, so we have 22 for 12 hours. This is the Buffalo, New York. And so my 22, I'm dividing by 12. Okay, so 12 is 1, and that's the 12, and then we had the 1 and the 0 and the 0, and then we went with an 8, so that's 16, 96. So I'm focusing on this 1 and 83 hundredths. And you know what? You could, if you used a calculator on this, that's okay. I just want to make sure that you can also do the division on your own. This next one, this Oswego, is 31 inches and over 15 hours. So I've got my numerator inside, and then I've got my 15 out here. Put in some zeros just in case. So that's definitely 2, which gives me 30. That's a 0. And then, so now I have 100. We're looking at 5, 3. Wait, does that go over? That's 5 and 3. I think that does go over. I bet it rounds up. I bet it's a 6, and then there's a bigger number right after, because it said I had to round to the nearest hundredth. So there's a 0, 3, 9. That'd be a 6. So that's why that bumps up. That's equal to 2 and 7 hundredths. Okay. So this is more per hour, not by much, but it is more per hour in Oswego. Okay, got it. I just wanted to talk through that a little bit because sometimes looking at answers to me doesn't cut it. There's also some work on 5 and 6, but I would say those are optional. If you want more practice, go for it. Okay, well done, 6th graders.